Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Chase, and this is my review of Annette. Now, this one's actually playing in theaters right now, but it will hit Amazon Prime on August 20th. So, with this one, you have Adam Driver as a stand-up comedian, and you have Marion Cotillard as a opera singer. They are both married in this film, and their 2-year-old daughter has a surprising gift. Now, that's all I'll say, because I want you to kind of go into this blind like I did, so you can form your own opinion, because this movie is weird as hell. So yeah, that's the plot. Pretty straightforward. But yes, we mainly follow these two characters, them having a child. This child is born. We get to see it kind of grow up, and there's something about Annette, because that's the kid's name, and they want to share it with the world. That's all I'll say. So going into this, I didn't know what to expect. I never saw any trailers for it. I heard about the festival buzz surrounding it, and anytime when a film has that much festival buzz, I'm curious. And Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard are awesome, so I'm gonna watch it regardless. And it's a musical, so I'm not like the biggest fan of musicals, but when a good one comes across me, I really love it. So I wanted to give this one a chance, as I give any movie a chance that I want to check out. And of course, that being 2 hours and 19 minutes, I was worried that it would be too long and it would just slow down and just be a really big chore to sit through. So I saw the movie. I don't know what to think. I really don't. I don't know whether I like it. I don't know whether I'm neutral on it. I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I will appreciate it more in 5 to 10 years and it was just a misunderstood film. Because that's the one thing I do really appreciate about this film is that it's ambitious, it's bold, it's a visually compelling movie, and that's something I can never take away from it. I appreciate it from that front, twofold. It is something different. It is out there, and it gets your attention, whether you want it or not. It's so just unique in its delivery. It's something I hadn't really seen in a long time, and it caught me off guard. But obviously, I am remembering it to a point, even though I don't know how to feel about the film, and that's pretty impressive. So yes, very visually metaphor heavy movie. It's very surreal. It's like a fever dream, and so that is what kind of kept my attention. Is just the abstract nature of the film, the way it looks, the way it's delivered. The story is very simple. It's very on surface level type of delivery in that regard, but it's what accompanies the story is what gets your attention, and I appreciate it from that front. It's hard to describe genre wise. It's like a comedy, a dramedy, a musical. Like I said, abstract in ways. It's very David Lynchian at points. It's a bizarre mix. But you know what? People are gonna dig this for sure. And I love weird movies. I'm just kind of stunned on it, and I don't really know what to feel. So yeah, yeah. So besides the actual visual metaphor component, I think what outshines this movie the most are the performances. Adam Driver's commitment is insane. So is Marion Cotillard's, but his commitment is ridiculous. He is commanding, ferocious, untethered. Definitely a career standout and a peak and a stamp in his career Mount Rushmore right now, because this was a heck of a performance. And I can give him that. He was fantastic. Marion Cotillard's always great. I have nothing to comment on her. She's just brilliant in everything that she does, even in some of the subpar stuff that she does. She still will give 1,000% commitment, and she sings very, very well. By the way, this was all done with live singing on set. Adam Driver's not the best singer, but that's okay because it actually benefits his character and just their dynamic and the story behind it, which I'll get to in a second. But Marion's singing is wonderful. It's beautiful, and it's just really peaceful to listen to. I really dug her singing, and like I said, her performance and her character also done really well. Like I said, she's always great. So the story itself, to kind of get into the deeper meanings, because I know a lot of people are going to watch this movie. They're going to, if they see it in the theater, they're going to walk out like an average moviegoer. they're going to mentally check out or whatever, and they're going to be done with it. I get the actual like core of the story. It's it's a story about rich people, celebrities, feeling alone in the world despite all the attention that they're getting, feeling inadequate about their careers. So using their kid as a prop to, fill those inadequacies in their career, basically. I got all that. It's just told in a very, very, very long film that could have been chopped down. I think it was a bit too long. But I get the actual story to it. But I know a lot of people are going to be turned off because of the weirdness. And even I was turned off. It took a while to get there, to get to the actual point of the movie. But once I got there, I got it. It was no problem. And that's what I always try to look for is like, what was the point of this? Or like, how is the director interpreting this scene? What is this going on over here? So like, that's just kind of like what I gathered. But yeah, Adam Driver's the comedian and Marion Cotillard is the opera singer. The opera singer in this world is way more popular than the comedian, and I think Adam Driver feels resentment from that. I think he always does, and he feels like no one's going to love him as much as his wife, and that really does get him. When they start having a kid, Annette, and this kid has a special gift, he wants to share that gift with the world for all the wrong reasons, I believe, and it's really just kind of sad to watch because you're seeing this man just lose himself, lose reality, and just go down this rabbit hole that he can't get himself out of, and he even commits some crimes, and you're just like, this is really sad to watch because you know that all he wanted was to be, I guess, loved and just have a little bit more attention. They're both in the art field where they are performing in front of audiences, like they want that attention, and he just couldn't get it. And he used his child as a prop to get there. And that's all he saw her as, Annette, as a prop. Even going as far as having Annette throughout the entire film be a puppet. So, yeah, he didn't see her as a person. He just pushed her into fame and really just, you could feel the inadequacy in his career, and he's just kind of pushing it onto his daughter. So once again, just kind of, it starts out really sweet, and the second act is just kind of like setting up like the tension between the couple, like something's off, but you don't know what's going to happen. And then the third act, it just goes off the rails, and then by the end of it really stuck its landing with its emotional heft, and it got me a little bit. But I was like 2 hours and 20 minutes too late type of deal. But yeah, it's like I said, it starts out very happy, very whimsical, and then it kind of just dives into madness and just really a sad story for sure. So once again, it goes back to the whole genre thing. It just kind of starts out as a comedy, kind of dips into some drama, mixes the both a little bit. It's musical throughout the entire thing, and then it kind of gets very nightmarish and very surreal. So it's wild. But yeah, this kind of the story that's kind of the tale that's being told. Not really, anything too crazy story wise. It's a story about rich people feeling alone and one taking it too far because, like I said, they just feel alone and they just want to be loved, but they're not getting it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. The music itself is actually quite catchy in some parts, and I was sitting there kind of like humming it afterwards, so there you go. But yeah, I don't think everyone's going to appreciate this movie. It's going to be one of those ones that's going to test limits for an average moviegoer, but I think actual film fans and cinephiles, I think they're going to really appreciate this from a kind of directing standpoint, a performance standpoint, and really just kind of get sucked into this world and get wrapped into the craziness that is Annette, because it is quite an experience regardless if I like it or hate it. I don't know. I just don't know what to feel. One last thing before I wrap up this review. The production design is really, really awesome. A lot of it is staged type props and sets and everything, and it fits in with the theme of both of their jobs because she sings on stage as a singer, he tells jokes on stage as a comedian. So I thought that was really like a well-told kind of visual component, and the actual building of those sets were really, really cool, and really made a difference, and just you could feel it in the atmosphere. Just it makes a huge difference when the production designs that well. Sorry guys, it's like early in the morning, but yeah. So let me know what you thought down below. Like I said, I can't really tell you if I loved it or hated it. It's just I appreciate it for what it is, but yeah, maybe I can revisit in 5 to 10 years and maybe I'll change my mind. But for right now, that is Annette. Let me know down below if you've seen Annette, whether you wanted to walk out if you cannot take it anymore, or if you actually loved it and you're like, this is why. Like, do you not see this or whatever? Like, please teach me. I would like to know. But I like some things about it. Some things could have been edited down. But yeah, there you go. Oh, one last thing. This is not a knock on the movie, but the puppet that they use looks like something from Team America. That's all I'll say. And it gave me nightmares. So, yeah. So that's my review of Annette. Let me know down below what you thought of it. And that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee. And tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.